Hi guys, it's Shannon here. Thanks for watching. If you've been kind of keeping up, I'm working on Mildred. I've been in for about 4.5 months. Let's see, April, May, June, July, 5 months. Almost 5.5, almost 5 full months. Anyway, I had done this video before, but I lost it, so I'm redoing it because it's happened again. I mentioned in my composting toilet review that I had, sorry, I got a heck of a storm coming, so we'll see how far we get in this thing. But anyway, I had a fruit fly problem. I did not know that this was a thing. So, and I had done a big video. I'd pulled the whole thing apart, this, that, and the other, and I was like, well, if it happens again, I'll make the video again because I lost the other one. So, well, it's happened again. And I have been cleaning and bleaching and all of this stuff every week, and it has, I got home today and it's just exploded. So I'm going to show you how I took it apart. I'm going to show you what it looks like. If there's any pointers on it that anybody has that knows how to make this stop, maybe it's because it's been so hot and humid and gross, I don't know, but I can't seem to stop the problem. So I'm open to suggestions. But anyway, so I'm going to show you how I take it apart. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to take it apart, and but what I wanted to show you is, so this is the bucket part of the composting toilet, right? It's got this little basket, and I don't know that you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to try to show you a little bit. If this doesn't work, then I'll figure out another way to do it, because I've got to take the lid off anyway. So, but it's underneath this lid is where the problem is. So I'm going to try to aim. See if I can make this work. So it's going to be tricky. So anyway, can you see all of this? That is not the cedar from my stuff. That is eggs and larvae. Literally happened overnight. So I don't know how to make this work so that you can see it, but I'm going to do my best. Okay guys, so it's starting to rain, and I would do this video at a later time, but one, we desperately need the rain. We went from all rain all the time to no rain ever. So I'm going to show you what I've done to take this thing apart, and then hopefully I can show you all of it. But so it's just screwed together. Helps go in the right direction. I've taken this off once before, so it's going to come apart pretty easy. But it's just held together with these 4 screws. You can see I've been trying to get the last of my drawers built, which is what I was going to do today because it wasn't going to be so hot. It's down to 90 degrees today. So this comes off. You can see there are some eggs in here. This paddle just comes out. That's the paddle that turns everything. That actually is, other than just cedar on it, not too covered. I'm going to cut this rope off because I think that's where they're staying and continuing to breed, so that's going to go. I'm not going to keep that. I can pick the thing up with its handle. But this thing, when it was on, I'm guessing they cut this hole and all of this out after it was this was on, because this had to be cut to get it off. So just like with a regular bucket, you'll have the little notches that you go in and have to slit to pop them off. So now it comes off really easy, which I guess is a good thing. I really had not anticipated this being a problem with the composting toilet, so I've really got to find out what it is I'm doing wrong, because otherwise I love it. I mean, it's not the sexiest thing you've ever, dealt with, but if you want to be off-grid and boondock and all of that, it's really nice to not have to deal with anything but gray water. because, you know, in most states, particularly if you're using, you know, organic cleaners and stuff like that, it's no big deal to just dump your gray water. Alright, so that is a better view. Hopefully you can see that it's all eggs. I don't know. I'm hoping that I can end this problem. Anyway, so I've got everything pulled apart. I'm going to go just spray and clean it out really, really good. Like I said, I think the eggs were multiplying coming from this area here because the rope is the only thing that's porous. And I will come back and put it back together. So, but that's real basic on how it comes apart. So if you have any pointers on how to make this go away, please leave it in the comments and let me know. Alright, I got everything washed off, so it is now officially egg-free, it looks like. Let's see if you can see. I'm not sure. It's a little dark in here, and I apologize for that, but our much-needed rain has brought me to cover, you know, on top of all my wood and stuff, so not complaining. We need the rain. I live in this beautiful green area, and this beautiful green area has turned red clay dust color. So I've got everything washed off. Now I'm just gonna go straight bleach. So I've got gloves on, but I just want to really bleach the hell out of this thing. I think I've got all the eggs. I don't know where they're coming from. I've got to find inside also. So I'm gonna just put some straight bleach on my. This is the splashless version. This may not do like I want, but I'm just wiping everything down. Like I said, make sure you're wearing gloves because bleach is awful on your body. Clean. So anyway, so that's done. And then super easy to put back together. Let me take these off. You know, when you take gloves off, the easiest way to keep that stuff contained, grab at the bottom, tuck your fingers in, and pull everything's inside the glove. I know that's a silly little fact, but, you know, you never know. Anyway, so this just goes back on the base. There. This goes on top. There, kind of line it up. You want to find your, before you snap it on too hard, find your little screw holes so you can get it back together. It'll definitely make it easier. There they are. Snap the lid back on. Yep, they're lined up. I'm guessing because they don't have those already popped that they don't anticipate that you will be and it angles forward. Is that right? That angles back. Slide that on. That doesn't look right. It goes this way. You think? Nope, it was right the first time. You know, your screw holes are going to tell you where the thing goes, so just kind of, you know, do something crazy like pay attention to that. Get this lined up. Interesting concept. Pay attention to how it was already built. Okay. Should be good there. Why not? There we go. Okay. I apologize for the lighting. I didn't know I was going to be doing this. I knew it was time to dump and clean, but I didn't know it was time to... Didn't know it was taken apart and all that day. Just got home from work, was ready to build a drawer, all excited. Alright, boys and girls. that's it. So, I hope that was helpful. As you can see, all nice and clean, nice and black, and good to go. So hopefully we're good for a bit, and I will continue to maintain and see, try to stay more on top of it, and see if I can keep this from happening again. Anyway, any pointers on how to get rid of or keep fruit flies at bay, let me know. I could use some help. Hey guys. Well, I wanted to do this little add-on to the end of the video that I did about cleaning up my composting toilet and getting the gnats out. So I've had several people tell me they're actually fungus gnats, not fruit flies. They're probably right. But the gist of the situation is the breeding cycle is pretty much all the same. So you got to kill them at the early egg stage or egg laying stage. So what I've done, this is what I've ended up with so far. Seems to be working, so we'll go with it for now. I was in the bathroom and getting ready for work and realized that the cat litter box had a few gnats in it. This was like the same day that I had cleaned and all that kind of stuff. But there weren't any eggs in the box, and I was like, well, what's the only difference between it and the composting toilet? Because, you know, it's organic material, breaking down organic material, right? So I decided that the only thing that I could think of that was the difference there was the litter box is open and aired out, and so it stays much drier. And since compost makes its own heat and moisture, maybe I need to just leave the lid, little cover thing off the composting toilet that you put down in there. And it does help with odor, just like if you go to, you know, the national parks or an outhouse that has the little cover on, you know, they say close the lid, it helps with odor. Well, it does. Well, I don't really have any odor. The composting material is, the cedar really mitigates that. And so I've been leaving the lid off. Now, the other thing I've been doing is adding a little bit of diatomaceous earth to the composting medium. And I add a little bit, you know, every other use or so, just to kind of keep it moist or keep it dry, and then leaving the lid off. Now that seems to be working so far. It's been 2 to 3 weeks. Sorry, I've got an ant on my arm. It's been 2 to 3 weeks, and Daisy, sorry, she always wants to play when I'm doing this. So it's been 2 to 3 weeks since I have started that process. It seems to be helping, and so I will keep you posted on whether or not that continues to be the solution for me. I'll also give you a link. I just keep the diatomaceous earth in a little jar next to the composting toilet. Sprinkle it in. That stuff is cheap. You can get a bunch of it for nothing, and let me tell you what, 2 pounds will last forever. So I will put a link in the description below. Of course, it's an Amazon link, but I'll put a link in there and give that a try. It also is great for ants. It's great for if you get the consumption safe, you know, the stuff that's good for pets and people and stuff. It's great for internal parasites. It's great for sprinkling it on your animal's food a little bit. It's great for worms, you know, all kinds of stuff. So it works great for this too. So anyway, and if you have an ant problem, sprinkle a little bit on the ant bed. Take care of that as well. Anyway, yeah, so I'll put the link in the bottom. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.